Are you ready for some exciting news, Chelsea fans? The Blues are reportedly eyeing a young striker who could be the answer to our attacking woes, and he's making waves in the Champions League. With injuries mounting for our current forwards, this 19-year-old prodigy is turning heads and could be donning the famous blue shirt soon. Who is this rising star? Stick around to find out, and don't forget to smash that subscribe button and give us a like to keep up with all things Chelsea. Chelsea is making headlines again, and it seems the club is eyeing potential reinforcements ahead of the summer transfer window. With recent injuries plaguing our squad, particularly to key players like Nicholas Jackson and Marc Guiu, the need for a new center forward has never been more urgent. The management knows it, and Chelsea boss Enzo Maresca has openly acknowledged the necessity of bringing in another striker. While it's disappointing that we won't see any new faces during the winter transfer window, the summer looks promising. The name on everyone's lips is Conrad, the 19-year-old forward from Sporting Lisbon, who's reportedly valued at around $15 million. The buzz surrounding Harder is palpable, with Chelsea scouts having watched him in action earlier this month. It's exciting to think about the potential he could bring to Stamford Bridge. The club sees him as a huge talent, and one that could inject fresh energy into our attacking lineup. Now let's break down how Harder stacks up against our current striker, Nicholas Jackson. Although Harder has been playing second fiddle to Victor Gyökeres at Sporting this season, he's still managed to make quite an impact. With 30 appearances resulting in 9 goals and 4 assists, his minutes per goal ratio stands at 130. Compare that to Jackson's 24 appearances with the same goal tally, but a less impressive 198 minutes per goal. This statistic is eye-catching, isn't it? For a teenager in a competitive league, Harder's output is nothing short of remarkable. But here's where things get tricky. We all know that Jackson has been the first choice forward for Chelsea when fit, and he's shown flashes of brilliance. However, the question remains, is it time to invest in a younger, potentially more dynamic player like Harder, or should we look for someone more experienced who can make an immediate impact? Honestly, I'm torn. The prospect of nurturing a young talent who could grow into a star at Chelsea is enticing, but we also need results now. It's crucial to consider the implications of this potential signing on the team's future. Harder brings a fresh perspective and a hunger to prove himself, which can be infectious in the dressing room. Fans like us have been waiting for a new era at Chelsea, and perhaps investing in younger talent is the right path. It aligns with what many clubs are doing these days, focusing on long-term success rather than short-term fixes. However, we can't ignore the fact that we also need experienced heads in the squad. The balance is delicate. Too many youngsters can lead to inconsistency, while too many seasoned players can stifle the development of emerging talents. What do you think, Chelsea fans? Is bringing in Conrad Harder the right move, or should we look for someone with more experience? I want to hear your opinions down below. Let's spark this debate. As we look forward, every decision Chelsea makes impacts our chances of success and ultimately shapes our dreams as fans. The club's strategy will play a significant role in determining how competitive we can be in both the Premier League and in Europe. The potential signing of Harder could be a game-changer, but it comes with its own set of risks. Should we bank on his potential, or do we need that proven goal scorer who can come in and make an immediate difference? I genuinely believe that if Chelsea decides to pursue Harder, it could lead to exciting times ahead. Young players often come with the added benefit of being able to adapt and grow within a club's culture. But again, I must ask, is this the best decision for Chelsea right now? Let's dive right into the latest buzz surrounding our beloved club. It seems like there's some exciting news on the transfer front as we look toward the summer window. With several teams in the Premier League, including Arsenal, eyeing new strikers, Chelsea is on the hunt for a much-needed centre forward. Benjamin Sesko, a name that's been thrown around quite a bit, is definitely on Arsenal's radar. However, Chelsea hasn't lost sight of him either. The competition is fierce, and while Arsenal may have the upper hand at the moment, Chelsea already has a plan B in mind. That plan B appears to be Liam Delap, who's been linked with us recently, and, according to Ben Jacobs, is quite intrigued by the idea of signing for Chelsea. Now, let's talk about why this could be a fantastic move for both Delap and Chelsea. The young striker has a solid background, especially considering his time under Enzo Maresca at Manchester City. Those numbers are hard to ignore. 27 goals and 6 assists in just 22 games in the youth setup. That's simply phenomenal. While we must remember that youth football and senior football are two different beasts, Delap has shown he can find the back of the net even in the Premier League, with 9 goals in 23 appearances this season. Here's where it gets interesting. Delap knows Maresca well, and that connection could prove pivotal as he considers his next move. If he comes to Chelsea, he knows he'll be stepping into a familiar environment, which can only help him settle in faster. But let's be real for a moment. If Chelsea secures Delap, he's not just coming in for the sake of it. He'll be looking to make his mark and compete with Nicholas Jackson for that number 9 spot. And you know what? I genuinely believe that Delap could be a game changer for us. He's young, hungry, and has a track record of scoring goals. He could bring a fresh energy to our attack, something we've been craving for quite some time. But here's where my thoughts get a bit conflicted. Do you think this was the best decision? Honestly, I'm torn. While I see the potential in Delap, I can't help but wonder if we should be aiming higher. Are we limiting ourselves by not pushing for bigger names? However, it's essential to consider the financial aspect of modern football. With the market being as crazy as it is, a $20 million investment in a player who has proven himself at various levels could be a smart move. After all, it's not just about the price tag, it's about the potential and the fit within the team. Dynamics. If we can secure a player like Delap, it could be a stroke of genius, especially if he ends up being the striker we need to elevate our game. Let's also not forget that Manchester United is lurking in the background, also interested in Delap. That adds another layer of pressure to this potential signing. But if he truly sees himself as part of Chelsea's project, that could sway the decision in our favor. As we look ahead to the summer transfer window, the stakes are higher than ever. Fans are eager for fresh talent, and Chelsea needs to act decisively to secure the players who can help us reclaim our spot at the top of the league. The prospect of Delap joining our ranks is intriguing, and it could signify a shift in our recruitment strategy, one that favors young talent with the potential to grow and shine at Stamford Bridge. And you? What do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. Do you see Liam Delap as the right fit for Chelsea? Can he help lead us back to glory? Let's engage in this conversation and debate what the future holds for our club. As always, don't forget to like this video, share it with your fellow Blues, and subscribe to the channel for all the latest updates. Make sure to activate that notification bell so you won't miss any of the exciting news as we gear up for what promises to be a thrilling summer for Chelsea. Let's keep the discussions going, and I can't wait to hear what you all think.